is all up to you. If you can really do it. That's part of being professional, you know? Always remember to always walk away when you've reached your target. That's the most important part. And don't just trade because now you can. Trade on a plan and master your skill. Never use a demo account. Don't ever trade on a demo account. Don't ever do it. You never become better. You never get sharp. Your emotions never get actually. So you need to train your emotions. Train yourself psychologically, mentally, emotionally. This is a very intense, high-speed field. So you need to train yourself. You need to build yourself for the biggest challenges, whether you profit or whatever the case may be. Guys, I think I've explained, I've gone through the introduction, the whole introduction. I am going to send this PDF. Would have been better if you just go through this introduction or Zoom session where you guys actually read everything I say. But I am going to send the PDF in the channel. I can only share it in the channel, so you guys must get it from the channel, you know, right after the live. So next up, we are going to the last, I'm going to read the last part of this introduction. Yeah. So it says here, this is just a word of advice, you know. It says here, patience is perhaps the most important virtue that a forex trader can ever possess, you know. When you're a patient trader, let me just read it from here. It says here, when you're a patient trader, it means that you know what you're looking for in the market and you wait for your trading urge to appear before you execute a trade. Don't just trade because you're trading Isha. Don't trade because me have got trades. You need to trade what you see, what you analyzed, you know. But fortunately with us, guys, you guys are in my channel. So whenever I give a signal, you get to look at it and actually capitalize on it. Perfect, okay? It says here, okay, trading in this manner eliminates many losing trades that are results of emotions or actually ridiculous decisions, or sometimes just trading because of opening your eyes and seeing a trade, the market move. Therefore, you start estimating that it might go in that direction, whereas it's actually going in a different direction or it's on a different momentum. So always trade based on your analysis all the time. All the time. Okay? Listen carefully. Traders who don't wait for an ideal setup to form end up losing their money quickly because they neglect their trading edge and they are simply just gambling. The moment you trade without a trading urge or trading strategy or trading form or trading style, the moment you don't analyze, the moment you don't have a trading plan, you're emotional, you are simply just gambling. Go to Monte Casino and you don't belong to this industry, or else you must come back, be professional like us. This is a profession, right? It says make sure you stress the importance of patience in trading all the time. Make sure you apply the importance of patience in your trading plan or in your mind. You need to know. So trading is like this. When you enter a trade, after you enter, remember to be patient. Apply and be patient. The most important thing is to always remain patient, especially when it comes to taking your profit. You need to be patient. You know, what you see will not happen instantly. So you need to be the highest level. In fact, I think the most patient people that they should be in any field has to be forex traders. We can wait. We can hold a trade for a long time. Sometimes it comes in. You have to be patient. Patience, you have to apply. It's not a voodoo industry, you know. It says this way you'll be reminded every time you read it why being a patient trader is so important to making money or in making money in the industry or in the forex market or in the stock exchange industry. As a stock exchange expert, I tell you patience is most important. Guys, that is the end of our introduction and I'm about to get onto the board. So I'll be speaking from here. I just don't know if you guys will hear me from here. Can you guys hear me from here? Let me turn on the comments. I'm going to turn on the comments and then I'm going to check if you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me from here? Let me see thumbs up, some yes. Can you guys hear me from here? Can you guys hear me from here? I'm a bit of a distance from the phone. Can you guys hear me from here? Thumbs up. Just want to see thumbs up. You guys can hear me from here? Okay, I think you guys can hear me. You guys are good. Okay, perfect. Yes, we can hear you. Perfect. I'm turning off the comments now. Let's go. So, what is the most important thing in being a technical trader? What do you do? let's say you open a chart, you know. So I'm gonna try to draw the chart right here. So where's my feather duster? Funny feather duster, I mean. So yeah, let's just say you open up a chart. So I'll make an example with any chart. So let's just say you open up a chart, just like that, right? Should I use black? I think I should use black. Yeah. Let's just say you open up a chart, and maybe this pair will say it's H4. Okay, see H4 right there. Let's say H4, maybe Euro USD. H4 Euro USD, right? Sure, yeah. Do you get it? Okay. My concern is, are you guys able to read it? Okay, but it's fine. I'm sure y'all can. So H4 Euro USD. The first thing as a technical trader is to understand time frames. Time frames. So what is a time frame? Time frame, obviously, time frame, it easily just means that every candlestick is built based on time frame, you know. When I say 4-hour time frame, it means when a candlestick is built, it will take 4 hours to open and close. What is a candlestick? If you don't know what's a candlestick and you're a beginner, a candlestick is that thing you find in your MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5. It looks like this. It's more like a candle in the house. You know the candles that you used to pray in the house? Those ones. But it looks something like this. This is what we call a candlestick. You know? So if you don't know what a candlestick is, what we call a candlestick. If we trade on a 4-hour time frame, it takes 4 hours to open and close a candlestick. If you trade on a 1-hour time frame, it takes an hour to open and close a candlestick. 15 minutes takes 15 minutes to open and close a candlestick. A day, it takes a day to open and close a candlestick. Pretty much, that's quite simple to understand. That's how time frames work. But we're gonna get in our second session, when I get deeper, and I'll be explaining to you how time frames relate, you know, and how to catch entry points using time frames. Do you guys know that? How to listen to that carefully. How to get the best entry points using time frames. And I'll show you that. I'll show you guys that. Because people always ask, leadership, how do you always get these crazy entries? The secret is you need to always be spot on. You need to understand relationships, the time frame relationship. How do they actually relate? What happens from daily throughout to monthly, coming down to H4, 1 hour, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, till 1 minute. What is actually going on? In our second session, I'm going to explain that. Right now, I want to speak about how to actually look at a chart. The moment you open your chart, the first thing you need to do on your phone is zoom out. You zoom out because, why do you zoom out? You zoom out because you want to see what the market has been doing. For example, if I just got onto my chart now, H4 Euro USD, right? And when I get into this chart, I zoom out and I find the chart moving, obviously something like this. You know? And on this side, so what happens on this side, normally on the chart, this is the price, what we call price. So on this side is the price of what? The euro. This is the euro. Before I continue, guys, when we're speaking about pairs, on a pair, right? On a currency pair, the first currency is the base, and then the second one is the code. You know, so the first currency is the base, and the second one is the code. And right here at the end here is the price. It's the value of the first currency to the second currency. That's what we have, guys. For those of you guys who can actually trade, please be patient with us. Please be patient with some of us who cannot trade. There's a lot of us. There's over 1,700 people. Over 1,700 people. Over 1,700 people on this live. And I don't think not everybody understands what forex trading is all about. So I'm trying to be as patient as I can. I'm trying to actually pick up a few important things. And for those who don't understand, please do actually come through in the DM and let me know what you don't understand. But I'm trying to accommodate those who know and those who don't know, those started from scratch. So on a graph, the graphic looks like this, and it starts moving from the highest point to the lowest point. The moment I zoomed out, I found that, okay, my euro USD, my euro to the USD, my base to the code, right? I said the first currency you want to pay, the first one, the very first one is the base. The second one is the code. And right at the end of your chart right there is the price. So at the end there you'll find that maybe euro is whatever to the US dollar. Maybe the euro is 12 rand to the US dollar. Or maybe here it's 13 rand to the, here it's 14 rand to, here it's, this here is just the price. You know, the value of the base to the code. That's what's going on with the numbers you see there. And normally at the bottom right here is the date. The day that it happened and the day that it will happen. Understand? So here you get to know, okay, when the market came this low, when this market came this low, for example, when it was low, when it was here, what date was that? Then you get to know, okay, it was the 25th of August. Are we together, guys? I'm not trying to turn off the ring light. Let's see if the lighting is still the same. Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. You guys can see it now. Yeah. Okay, let me just confirm with a thumbs up in the comments. Thumbs up, guys. I turned it off, the light turned off. Thumbs up, you guys can see. Thumbs up. See better, right? Why did you guys talk? Oh, kind of comments are off. Sorry, yes, perfect. Okay. Turn off comments. Here we are, guys. So I spoke about what the first currency is to the second currency. That is the base to the code. Right here is the price, and at the bottom is the date that happened. I said I got onto my chart, and as I opened my MT4, right, and I zoomed out, I realized that, okay, Euro USD on a 4-hour time frame. Always go to big time frame, 4-hour daily, to see where the market comes from. You cannot trade something you do not know its history. So you need to go in and check, okay, what's been happening? That's where you're going on to bigger time frames, like your daily in your 4-hour. You want to see what's really been going on. So as you zoom out, the moment you zoom out, you get to see, okay, what's been happening for the past 3-4 months in Euro USD. So I've come into my chart, and my Euro USD says here that this chart has been moving for the past month, for example, whatever the case may be, has moved from the highest point to the lowest point. Let me I'm gonna draw it properly for you guys, so I'm able to actually add more drawings onto it. Let me just do this. I'm gonna draw it properly so you guys can actually see it nicely, and I'm able to add more. There we go. So Euro USD, for example, has moved like this for the past month. So I come into my zoom out and I look, okay, fine. What is the market down on Euro USD for the past month or 2 months? And I realize, okay, fine. It has moved from here to here. So what is possible from here? I need to find out, is it going to continue going down or change direction and start going up? That is the secret, right? But before you can start looking at whether the market is changing direction, before you can start looking at whether is the market going to change direction or not, you need to find the most important part of the market. And that's what we speak about, support and resistance. The simplest support and resistance that you can actually spot out our daily and H4, right? So you need to know, how did it travel? We can see it traveled from here to here. But the question is, how did it travel from here, this high, to this high? And what prices did it travel through? That's why we start using our support and resistance, or our highs and lows, On our second session into the tour, second and third, we're going to be speaking about things about lower lows, higher highs, the inner low of the previous high, the inner high of the previous low, those type of things, deeper methods. But obviously, today we're taking one step at a time. Biki, mark me in. So I know that the market has moved from here to here. That's what I see. So I want to find out, how did it move from there? Therefore, I go into my MT4, obviously. This is my MT4, but you're going to go into yours. This is my MT4. I go in there, I realize, okay, I need to start highlighting the highest point. So I come here, take my horizontal line, and I put it right there. So what I always advise you to do is that when highlighting support and resistance, or putting trend lines or whatever you use, highlight, always use a different color horizontal. So like now we're working on H4. I know that on my MT4, my H4 uses the green marker, or I mean the green horizontal, but this time around I'll say that it uses the orange horizontal on MT4. So when you highlight a support or resistance on 1 hour, make sure the color is not the same as the H4 support, so you are able to see on which time frame you picked out the support and the resistance. That's just trading smart. Okay, so for our H4 support and resistance, obviously this is H4. I'm gonna use my orange horizontal marker, obviously, just like that. I'm highlighting what I'm highlighting because I want to see how the market traveled. I am highlighting the high points, right? Before I can check out, I want to pick out all the highs. Here's the high point. Here's another high point. Another high point. You guys see it? I picked out a second high point. Another high point right here. You guys see that? And I picked out another high point. In fact, guys, I don't think you guys can see it nicely, so I'm gonna continue using the black. But take my advice with what I said, okay? So I'm gonna make that black. I'll make that black. But on a chart, make sure you make it a different